Your car battery should last at least 8 years. Most fail in 3 to 5. And in the majority of cases, the reason is not bad luck. It is either the wrong brand, the wrong tier within a brand, or one daily mistake that silently drains any battery regardless of how much you paid for it. Today I am showing you 5 battery brands to avoid and 7 that genuinely last 5 years or more. And at the very end, I will reveal the single mistake that destroys more batteries than anything else on this list, including premium ones. Brands to avoid. Number 5. Budget store brands with no real history. These are batteries with random names, no brand heritage, and no accountability. Most are white label products. One factory produces them, different stores apply their own label on top. What you typically get is thin lead plates, low reserve capacity, and weak cold cranking amps. The battery struggles from day one and deteriorates quickly. In hot climates, these can fail in under 2 years. The bigger problem is inconsistency. One unit might last 2 years, another dies in 8 months. You are gambling every purchase. And when your car will not start on a cold morning, that cheap battery suddenly becomes a very expensive decision. Number 4. EverStart Value Line. Many drivers walk into Walmart, see the EverStart name, and assume they are getting the battery everyone recommends. The mistake is buying the value tier. EverStart is split into levels. Value sits below Plus, Max, and Platinum. It is built for basic use only in older vehicles with minimal electronics. Modern vehicles draw power continuously from screens, sensors, and driver assistance systems even when the engine is off. The value line was never designed for that load. The battery discharges deeper than intended, struggles to recover, and loses capacity progressively faster. In hotter regions, this process accelerates dramatically. The mistake here is not the brand, it is choosing the wrong tier within it. Number 3. Older and lower tier DieHard models. The DieHard name used to mean exceptional reliability. Then Sears declined, the brand changed hands, and consistency suffered. The DieHard Red entry-level line, older gold models, particularly pre-AGM versions, and rebranded standard flooded batteries all share the same weakness: older flooded battery technology that is more sensitive to heat, vibration, and deep discharge. Instead of lasting 4 to 5 years, problems appear significantly earlier. The brand name still carries weight, but it does not apply equally across every product in the lineup. Always identify exactly which version you are buying before the name influences your decision. Number 2. Exide Entry-Level Batteries. The advice to just get an Exide is too broad because Exide produces very different batteries under the same name. The entry-level flooded batteries most commonly found in small shops and roadside replacements are built for affordability, not long-term performance in modern vehicles. Today's cars have more electronics and higher continuous power demands than any previous generation. An entry-level battery gets worn out faster keeping up with those demands. Many drivers notice a gradual decline after the first year. The battery becomes unpredictable, some days fine, other days cranking slowly for no clear reason. These are frequently installed as emergency replacements when the driver is not comparing specifications. That is exactly how people end up with them and exactly why they replace them again sooner than expected. If this is saving you from a battery purchase you would regret, hit subscribe immediately, because the next video covers the exact battery testing process mechanics used before recommending any replacement and how to do it yourself with a $20 tool. Number 1. No-name batteries with no brand accountability, no history, no support, no way to verify production standards. Found in small roadside shops, emergency situations, and cheap online listings. The core problem is absence of quality control. False CCA ratings on the label are common. The engine struggles to start in cold temperatures despite impressive numbers printed on the packaging. Warranties are either very short or not honored in practice. The materials inside are often low-grade, producing faster wear and unreliable charging behavior. This is not a bargain. It is a cycle of repeated replacements that costs far more over time than one quality battery purchased up front. Batteries that actually last 5 years or more. Number 7. EverStart Maxx. Same brand as the battery on the avoid list, completely different product. The Max tier provides 700 to 850 cold cranking amps and typically carries a 3-year free replacement warranty, which signals the manufacturer's own confidence in its durability. Designed for real daily use including stop-and-go traffic, vehicles with multiple electronics, heat, and vibration. Drivers consistently report 5 to 8 years of service. Same brand name, completely different engineering and outcome. Number 6. ACDelco Gold and Professional. Directly tied to General Motors, built to match what many vehicles leave the factory with. Factory-level parts are engineered to operate correctly and last under normal driving conditions. Known for stable power delivery, strong internal construction, and consistent performance across different climates. For owners of BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Cadillac, Chevrolet, GMC, or Jeep, the ACDelco 49 AGM is particularly worth attention. Built for larger engines and high electrical demand, it is not being pushed beyond its limits from day one. That is why it stays stable year after year. Number 5. Bosch Batteries. A brand that does not get talked about enough. Bosch's precision engineering approach defines their battery construction. Not the cheapest option, built to be balanced. Good power, good lifespan, steady performance over time. What stands out is consistency. No random weak starts. No sudden drops after a few months. Bosch batteries hold performance longer by avoiding the slow degradation pattern that makes many batteries unreliable before they actually fail. For European vehicles, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, Bosch makes particularly strong sense because the battery design matches the electrical demands those systems place on it. Number 4. Interstate Batteries. Built for reliability and consistency. The Interstate MTX 47/H5 AGM scored 91 in Consumer Reports testing, reflecting genuine long-term performance under demanding conditions. Trucks, SUVs, and vehicles with significant electronic loads benefit from the strong starting power and stable output Interstate batteries provide. Built to resist vibration and heat in real-world conditions and backed by widespread availability and dealer support. Drivers consistently report 5 to 7 years of reliable use with their AGM models. Number 3. DieHard Platinum AGM. The same brand that appeared on the Avoid list demonstrates what a difference technology tier makes. The DieHard Platinum AGM H5 scored 91 in Consumer Reports testing. Absorbent glass mat technology makes these batteries resistant to vibration and significantly better at holding charge over time. Designed for vehicles with higher electrical demands and built to maintain strength for years rather than declining progressively. Drivers consistently report 5+ years of trouble-free service. Same brand name as a battery on the Avoid list. Completely different product, completely different real-world outcome. Number 2. Odyssey Batteries. The Odyssey Performance AGM 94 RH7 scored 94 in Consumer Reports testing, among the highest-rated batteries available. Premium construction throughout, thicker plates, more robust internal design, and AGM technology that handles deep discharges without reducing service life. Particularly suited for trucks, SUVs, and vehicles with heavy electrical loads. Odyssey excels in sheer longevity and reserve capacity. Drivers consistently report 5 to 8 years of service with very few issues. Built specifically to outlast typical replacement cycles. Number 1. Optima RedTop and YellowTop. Optima's spiral cell technology sets it apart from every conventional lead-acid design on this list. That construction makes it exceptionally resistant to vibration, critical for trucks, off-road vehicles, and any application involving rough conditions. The RedTop focuses on high starting power for engines that need strong burst energy. The YellowTop is a deep-cycle battery engineered for repeated discharges and high continuous electrical demands, perfect for vehicles with winches, audio systems, or significant aftermarket accessories. Under heavy use, drivers consistently report 5 to 10 years of trouble-free service. Optima balances starting power and deep cycle capability in one battery. The top choice when vibration resistance and heavy-duty performance matter most. The mistakes that destroy any battery, including premium ones. Leaving your vehicle unused for extended periods drains the battery below the voltage threshold where internal plate damage begins. Even Optima and Odyssey batteries weaken when left discharged for weeks. A failing alternator either overcharges or undercharges the battery continuously. Every battery on this list fails prematurely when the charging system feeding it is not functioning correctly. Diagnose the alternator before condemning the battery. Corroded terminals block electrical flow. A battery scoring 94 in laboratory testing will struggle to start your car if the terminal connection is compromised by oxidation. Clean terminals regularly and apply dielectric grease to slow future corrosion. Short trips only. Driving 5 minutes at a time does not allow the alternator sufficient run time to return what the starter motor consumed during cranking. Over weeks, the battery gradually discharges deeper with each cycle until it cannot recover. Occasional longer drives or a quality battery maintainer during periods of light use prevents this damage entirely. The right battery installed correctly and maintained properly is a 5 to 8 year investment. The wrong battery purchased to save $50 upfront becomes a 2-year replacement cycle that costs significantly more over any 5-year period. If this changed how you will approach your next battery purchase, hit like and share it with one person about to buy a replacement. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we publish detailed practical car care content every single week. Drop a comment below telling us what battery brand you are running and how many years you have had it. We read every single one.